Deck, a 3-2 defeat this evening for the New Saints. If there's one word that would sum up the dressing room at this moment in time, what would it be?
Hurting. I think we were kind of creators of our own downfall. You can't come away in Europe and concede goals the way we did. Set pieces and obviously the back pass is just a mistake that happens. So it's no fault on individuals. I think as a team we never defended these moments well enough.
And although we did go 1-0 down with just 2 minutes gone, we did bounce back, and we could have had a couple of goals, couldn't we, within the space of a few minutes of each other?
Yeah, I thought the reaction for the boys was superb. In terms of it would have been easy to crumble at that point away from home in Europe, and you can see the goal like we did. I think it was 2 minutes in, and as I said, we could have crumbled, but the reaction was brilliant, and I think we've hit the post twice in the next 5 minutes after the goal, so it just shows you how well we reacted.
And although you've told us what the mood was like come the final whistle, what about half time?
Half time, I think all in all they cut us open a couple of times, but I think we done the exact same. I think we created really, really good chances that on another day probably go in. The two that hit the post are literally an inch away from a goal, so but that's the small margins in Europe, especially away from home. It's these wee bits of luck maybe that you need to help you progress, and unfortunately we never got that tonight.
We were given 2 penalties, you took them both, converted them as well. Is it any consolation on a personal level that at least you scored a couple of goals tonight?
Listen, it's always nice to score goals. It's what I'm paid to do, it's my job, but I think if any game you hand me the option to win the game and don't score, I'll take that, but especially in Europe. But yeah, obviously on a personal note, it's nice to score a couple of goals, and I think that took me double figures in Europe, so that's always something that I'll probably in a week or two or maybe longer that I'll look back on and feel good about, but right now it's not in my mind.
And sadly, although we are out of Europe, we are back in action this Saturday, because we get back to domestic competition with the visit of Connah's Quay Nomads in the Nathaniel MG Cup.
Yeah, back to Welsh business, and we need to go and do what we done last year to make sure that come this time next year we're playing in arenas like this in Europe, and that's our bread and butter. That's what we need to do to get nights like this. So hopefully we can win on Saturday and kick on in that competition, because the 2 seasons I've been here, obviously we've still been in Europe, and we've ended up dropping out of this competition early doors. So hopefully on a personal note we can try and go and win this trophy.